Hello YouTube. This week I've got the keys to 2017 Ford GT. Let's take a look. This is an amazing car. If you just look at it in pictures, you think it's a pretty cool looking car. But when you get up close to it and you see how the aerodynamics work on this car and you see all the cutouts, carbon fiber, and the aero package that they've done on this car, it really is impressive. This car goes for $450,000 US approximately, and I think it's worth it. It's and it's an exclusive car. They're only building 1,000 of these over 4 years, $250 a year. You have to apply to be able to get this car, and Ford kind of keeps it a secret on how they give people these cars. It's 647 horsepower, 550 pound-feet of torque it's rated at. In this striking blue color, which is the color that they launched this originally in when they first announced this car. I'm here today at Calabogie Motorsports Park, where they actually designed and tested this car with Multimatic, who's located in Markham, Ontario. Take a look at the back of this thing. The airfoil in the back. This wing comes up, and at speed, this actually flips up, and these airfoils actually come out even further at speed for even more downforce. Really, you cannot stop looking at this thing. Every angle of it is absolutely amazing. One thing that's interesting here is see the carbon fiber mirrors in kind of space here on the passenger side. And you get over to the driver's side, and while we're walking around, take a look at those headlights with the GT logo embossed in it. We go over to the driver's side and you'll see that it's actually in a different location to give the driver more view. Trunk space, there really isn't any. 11 liters of space, that's it. Under the front hood, you've got no space at all. Basically, it's a place for your windshield washer fluid, your brake fluid, and your coolant. And that's all you've got up here. It truly is a race car. Alright, inside the GT here, you can see the climate control buttons. Just your regular, just kind of temperature settings, fan settings. You got some modern convenience of USB down at the bottom. Start stop button. Your drive mode, park, drive, reverse, same as they have in the regular Ford cars. You've got your hazard lights, traction control off, and suspension settings, as well as a button to raise and lower the front suspension for going over speed bumps, and then a parking brake. You see here, steering wheel there. On the steering wheel you've got, looks like a Formula 1 wheel. Volume buttons. This is for your Bluetooth. Signal lights, one on either side. Your wipers here, your spray for the wipers. And light switch. Pretty basic, but very functional. You see all these carbon fiber trims here. This is not trim, this is actually part of the carbon fiber tub. And then to match the exterior, you've got a nice blue dash here. You can see the width of these of the carbon tub here. Pretty darn wide. And then down at the bottom of the footwell on the passenger side, there's a nice aluminum plate to hold you in, because this car really is on rails.
The engine.
So we're inside the GT here with the engine running. This is quite an experience here. I'm just going to flip through the modes on the dash. Right now we're in normal mode. We move over to sport mode, and that kind of switches the dash up here, gets your revs up in a closer view and shows you the gear larger. If we switch that again, we go into track mode, and you'll see here it asks me if I'd like to drop the car, and I hit OK. The car drops into track mode, everything kind of tightens up, and then you're ready to go. It's pretty darn cool. Yeah, there's not a lot of room there, hey? No, that's aggressive. Give her.
Okay.
Flat out through one.
Are you wearing a diaper?
No, but I think I'll be okay.
So what's remarkable about this car is that it's so planted. I mean, it's just asking you to step on the gas. And I'm just going at a leisurely pace, but it wouldn't be a leisurely pace for most cars.
No,
Yet this thing is just asking you to step on it and have fun. Now the Michelin Sport Cup tires that are on this car were developed specifically for the GT, and they are incredibly well planted for street tires. The amazing thing is that the automatic transmission, which it's in now, actually learns from the driver, and it is so good that it's actually shifting more efficiently than if I was doing it.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
So we're going to do this at 130, James. This is a street car. We're not even spoiling our tires yet. It's just amazing.
That there's a ton of grip there. Oh, you can tell there's a ton of grip.
It's such a pleasure to drive this thing. It's amazing. So I haven't driven this thing very much around the track, and I'm not even touching the brake. I'm not pushing it yet, and we're still doing it at decent speed. that's one thing about this car. You will hear the engine noise for sure. But you know what? It's a race car. And with the amount of technology that's built in this car, for the price that Ford is charging, I don't think anyone else in the world could sell a car like this at the price they're selling it. Everything about the development of this car is absolutely amazing.